Alright guys, we're back. We're coming up with a new video. So we got a guide for flawless box, right? So before we get started, there's a huge difference between flawless walking online and offline. So offline, of course, like in offline tournaments, you know, and then there's online. But the timing is very different. So what I do to help with that, since I don't play in offline tournaments, I've played in one, but I go over here, go to options, go to online, there's offline input delay, turn it on, kind of delays everything just slightly, and then it's not exactly like how online timing is, but it's close enough. But I'm gonna show you some things you can do with flawless box. So we already know what flawless blocking is, right? Takes away chip damage, gives you your turn back, seals your opponent's turn, makes some moves negative, not all of them, but most of them. So we'll start with the basics, flawless block gaps. So we'll start with an easy one. Devora's 1-2-1 string. It's +1, but -9 when you flawless block it. So ideally, you don't really need to use your resources because, well, for characters that have like an 8-frame or faster normal, like Joker, he's got an 8-frame standing 1. You can just straight up punish it. Like I said, not for all the moves, but some of them is like that. Sometimes, some characters, they just have to do an up 2 or an up 3. But really, this is all just knowledge, man, so you gotta know all the strings you can flawless block, you know, everything you can flawless block. There's so much to learn. But once you get it down, just knowledge is power, you know? Knowledge is power. You can flawless block wake ups, you can just up 2 or just do regular punish. And of course you can just flawless block between turns. So there's many ways to use the flawless block mechanic, right? So you can use it for setups, right? So you can take their pressure away from them, like for Joker's setup. So we got this setup right here. Jail's forward 1, right? So if you try to press, it's gonna get opened up. But we can also just flawless block the Jack in the Box. Now the reason why I use up 3 instead of up 2 is because timing of the up 2 could be interrupted. So if they time it correctly, or like perfectly, the forward 1 just jails completely. So it'll just interrupt your up 2. Your up 3 has immune frames, you know, immunity frames. So you just interrupted me. This goes for like other strings like Aaron Black's 2-1-2-1-2 string. And there's like other strings that just interrupts the up 2, so sometimes it's just better to just up 3. Aaron Black's 2-1-2-1-2. You can also use flawless blocks to steal your opponent's turn for their meaties, you know, so they try to meet you with 4-1. It's just, it comes natural, you know, really that's all it is, it just comes natural, you just get a feel for it. So there's some players like me, some people really like the wake up buttons, you know, signature wake up buttons, mash on plus, so of course you can just flawless block that. And of course this is +1, but that's not gonna stop them, right? So you can flawless block when you're plus opponent's plus, you know, so on hit advantage. So, like, we're gonna have Joker do 1, 2, 3, which is plus 11, right? So we get jailed, standing 2, forward 1, you know, standing 2 is 9 frames, forward 1 is 11 frames, so you get the idea. So we're gonna do on the Bora. Alright, that should do. Holding down. So I'm gonna false block. Just like that. There's a mind game to false blocking jumps though, because of course not all of your jump attacks start in the same frame. The voice jump 4 is 8 frames, the voice jump 1 is 12 frames, so you need at least a 3-frame window to false block. It's like the very last 3 frames. So of course that's 4 frames, so Joker's jump 1 is 7 frames. Joker's jump 4 is 10 frames. So it's, as you see, it's not consistent. Because, you know, they got different hitboxes, so the timing is different. So just keep in mind that you can't do it, but there's a whole mind game to it. There are some moves that you can just react to. Just like, because they're slow, like 20 frames, like Joker's 4-3. Like Kodokan's 4-2. Like Collector's 4-3. Sometimes people are just not ready for punishes, you know, like, let's just say, this string, -9. So, of course, Luke King punished with 7 frames, but not everyone's ready for it. Right there, you can just do that. Simple, right? Skull is an easy character to start off with because she's got so many false blocks, but the character is false block city. So we got 1, 2, 4, forward 4-3, 4-2-1. So with this back 1-2. Going to use up 3 only because there's a lot of spacing. So, well, just for the Vor you're gonna have to, because the spacing, the up 2 is just not gonna reach. And then there's back 3, 4. So we got Katana. Katana's a little bit tricky because we're gonna use back 1, 3, 1 as an example. So it's -1, but if we false block it. -11, but my stand 1 just can't reach it, you know? 7 frames still can't reach it. Doesn't matter if I crouch block either. So we're gonna have to gotta do a micro dash. So we're gonna show you an example that does matter of how you block. Baraka. So Baraka is 1-1-2 string. So if we crouch block, it's too much spacing. So it only works when you do stand block. So you just gotta do your homework for all of the characters. So another character where you have to dash up is Sindel. Because if you don't dash up, you get all this pushback, and not even up 2 can reach that far. Well, you can also do that, but just dash up, that's all you gotta do. So, false blocking can help deal with zoning a little bit easier. So, by itself, this bowler thing is 23, 5 plus, right? So, we false block it. Hold on. It's plus 13. 0, -1. So yeah, it just takes away some of that pressure. It lets you move in a little bit more. Gives you that time to move in more. Same thing for Scarlet. So this Blood Tongue is -4 on block, so it's not too bad, but he false block it. -15. -16. If you're close to I guess the still it's -16, so that gives you a lot of breathing room to move up. So some of these characters you just can't do an up 2. Like 4-4, I just can't, you know. You can only do up 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Just can't do it. Gotta do an up 3. It's like that for still in the match. Like I say, you just gotta study all the frames, all the flawless blocks, and everything. For this one, it's back 3-4-3-4 string. J can actually come off for back 4-2 if you try to flawless block it. It's not worth it. Instead, that's my game though. It's -13. So pretty much I can just straight up punish it. You just gotta weigh in your options. I mean, the worst you can get is +5. That's it. You also gotta know how to hit confirm your flawless block, so ideally you kinda don't wanna flawless block against Collector because who wants to get hit by a 30% combo? So you see right there, I delayed the flawless block just to see if I did connect it. It may not seem like delayed, but I just waited for like half a second just to see if I actually did it. But if it's doing it too long, you know, going up and up. You don't want to be doing like instant up 2s or anything like that. When you do like your false blocks. I mean, the worst that could happen is either you get a standing 2 or an up 2. But you don't want to be like trying to mash it and you'll get a whole jump out of it. It's, you know, really your flawless blocks and your flawless block every time. They can just walk up to you and just wait for you to jump. That's all it takes. So the worst you could do is like a stand 2 or a hop attack. But try not to do this. If you guys find this useful, why don't you guys share the video so it gets out there, you know. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you find this helpful. I'll see you in the next stream in the next video.